I guess y'all didn't think that I was going to be making any more well, webcam polymer clay videos, but I got some new equipment thanks to my son, and so I am. And this one is about tools. And before you go out and buy like just a boatload of expensive tools, I suggest you raid the kitchen, and anything you use from the kitchen with polymer clay gets sacrificed to the altar of polymer clay. It never ever goes back to the kitchen. Okay, it's like you don't make things that go to your mouth like kazoos or bongs or anything like that with polymer clay. It's just like it's not happening. So turkey skewers, bamboo skewers, little rolling pins, garlic presses that you're not going to use anymore, pizza slicers. There's a number of things in the kitchen that you can use, and there's a number of things that are in your just junk drawer. I mean, from bobby pins to old eye makeup that you can use when you can dust onto polymer clay. But anyway, with this video, I'm just going to drag out my little Tupperware of tools. I'm going to pull out the things that I use. Now, some of the things that I use are, you know, that cost a little bit of money, like the clay shapers and the wax carvers. But I'm saying, don't even go there. Don't even do that until you know you really love polymer clay and you're willing to make the investment. I find that people who make big buys, you know, of tools and books and equipment, before even opening up the pack of polymer clay and conditioning it and getting familiar with it, are not usually very successful, because they think that by having the books, by having the videos, by having the tools, by having all this stuff, it's gonna like become instant. No, that just means you spend a lot of money up front. I'm saying buy some clay, just like one little 2-ounce pack. Put it in your brassiere, or put it in your back pocket to warm it up. Put it underneath the kitty cat while it's sleeping to warm it up. When it's warm, just roll it in your hands, ball it up, make it into a snake, ball it up again, and just get familiar with it first before you buy any tools, because your hands need to know. Muscle memory is different than things that you think you know by buying a book or buying a video or even watching this YouTube. So anyway, I'm back. She's back, and this is my first return polymer clay video, and I'm just going to discuss the tools in my Tupperware box. Okay, so let's go. Okay, I'm not even gonna do anything particularly fancy. I'm just gonna take out my tools and show you what I have a tendency to use. If you don't have a pasta machine, a little, you know, wooden roller will do. Okay. Now, an X-Acto knife is a handy thing, as is where'd it go? Okay. There's supposed to be okay, here it is. Here it is. This is a ceramic, a metal scraper thing that I took and I put it on a whetstone, and I went and I sharpened it like this, so you can cut. Okay. Things that you have around the house. These are turkey skewers, and I use them a lot, almost as much as I use bamboo skewers that you can get, you know, at the grocery store. What I would consider an investment buy would be clay shapers. Now, clay shapers have, so bring it up to the camera. Clay shapers have flexible, mind you, flexible tips. So flexible you can break them off if you're not using the right tool for the right job. If you're moving around, this is what's called a color shaper, and you can find this at the art stores in their painting department. But if you're moving around big chunks, big mounds of clay, use a big tool. If you're doing little details, little details on faces, use a little tool. Don't use a little tool to do a big tool's job, because you can break it, and those are like investment pieces. Here's another color shaper. Now, what I like to do is I like to roll it over fingerprints. When you're making things and you got fingerprints, you roll it over and it just like smooths out those fingerprints on your polymer clay. Very hip. Okay. This is something that I got from Clay Alley. See the little ridges there? And the little ridges, and this is like I guess a polymer clay thing that she used or something, Karen Rhodes at Clay Alley. Anyway, this helps mark clay that say you roll a snake and you want to have specific measurements to like cut for beads. Go pink, and it makes an indentation. Same thing for this she sent me. It has centimeters, and I think these are, yeah, this is centimeters over this side. And so that's handy. Tools that are used for ceramics, that's handy. Wax carver tools. I use these for more like when I'm getting around to doing like finishing work, when I'm sculpting. There's some more clay shapers. And the rest are for like painting. Oh, here's something. I don't know what the heck this is called, but it has a little ball at the end. And it's good for like, you know, sculpting little fine places. Okay. This is my Wacom tablet. This is how I draw with Photoshop and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to end this video with talking about big tools. This is a pasta machine. This is a handle for a pasta machine. Goes in the end there, like that. Do not stick your fingers in there. Oh no! No, I'm just joking. But anyway, this is how, and it hooks onto the table, and you put clay in there, and you go, and then sheets of clay comes out. Okay, but before I even get there, this, I don't even know where I got this. I think somebody gave it to me or something. This is a food processor. Okay, once used for clay, you cannot use for food. All right, I drop clay in there, cut it up. When it goes around enough, it turns into a ball, and the ball is like warm and soft, and then you get to pull it like taffy. I'm going to show you that in another video on how to blend colors and be exact. So those are the big tools, and the only other tool that I wasn't able to find in my Tupperware that I wanted to show you was a tissue blade. Okay, a tissue blade is very sharp at the sharp end. So I put, and I speak in plurals, I'm a Leo, we are always amused. I put a bit of clay at the end of the dull end. Okay, because what happens when you lay it down on the table and the clay is on the dull end, you always know which end to pick up. I have never, in over 10 years, oh, my lamp is cockeyed. Sorry. I have never in 10 or 12 years cut myself with a tissue blade, because I always put a little bit of clay at the end, because I'm right paranoid. Okay, so let me pull my tablet back. Okay, kids, we're back. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I have a website, norajean.com, that has over 1 gigabyte of free tutorials, and sort of chronicled my clay journey. So there's like my disasters, as well as my miscalculations, as well as my process. These videos are going to be adding to the information there. Some of it will be reiteration, but some of this, I mean, like, I don't have a section on my website about tools. I just like use the tools, and there we go. This is going to be a whole new era for NoraJean.com with sharing polymer clay information, and because I felt that people do better with audiovisual, and sometimes like reading, you know, pages and pages of me nattering to myself with still pictures is just like, isn't there an easier way to get the information? Well, it is, and here we are. So thank you for visiting my my comeback. It's a comeback video for Nora Jean. Yay! And I speak about myself in the third person. How sick is that? So anyway, we're gonna have some fun, or I'm gonna have fun, and y'all can just like be voyeurs or something. I don't know. If you have any requests for any particular video on a particular technique with polymer clay, send me a message rather than put it in the comments, because then I can sort of like write back to you and sort of get an idea of what you're really looking for. Okay then, and so here it is, the tools.